Means I've been getting quicker.
Alright, Kev. How's it going? Alright, you? Yeah, not bad, mate. That's unbelievable. I'm getting quicker all day.
Kev, that's man I'm looking for. You ain't got time for this with your time.
Oh, second.
No, sometimes. Sometimes.
That's not bad, is it? One behind Laura. Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's
What was even
what did I get in that last round then?
Race of the year is Neil Craig. Second will be Lee Martin. Third is Tom Cockrill. Fourth, Tom Yardy. Fifth, Paul Crompton. Sixth, Dominic Nunn. Seventh, Tommy Hall. Eighth, Elliot Boots. Ninth, Lloyd Story. 10th is Craig Collinson.
A final 2-wheel drive, leg 1.
First day final underway. Nice start for Neil Craig at the front. A nice orderly start all the way through the field. Oh, the big tabletop for the first time. Looks like Neil's trying to just escape, get away, and get her over and done with. Down the main straight for Craig with a nice gap over Martin, who has a nice gap over Cockroach, considering it's just one full lap that's been done. Out of the bomb hole for our leaders. So it's Craig, Martin, Cockroach, Yardy, Hall, Boots, Story, Collinson, Crompton, Nunn. And a 1-second lead last time round for Craig over Martin. Get him across the line again. We'll give you some time. 1.3 between them, between Craig and Martin. Three minutes 45 seconds left. And it's Craig in the lead, 1.7 clear of Lee Martin. Tom Cockrell running third, 1.6 behind Lee Martin. Tommy Hall in fourth, just 0.8 of a second behind. So it's Craig, Martin, Cockrell, Hall, Yardy, Boots, Story, Crompton, Collinson, Nunn. Here comes Neil, crossing the line, in control of this one. Increased his lead by 700s that time round. And a good battle for fourth between Tommy Hall, Tom Yardy, and Elliot Boots with Lloyd Story right there. 3 minutes left.
1, 2, 3, 7.
And some trouble for the battle for fourth. That's going to change things up.
6. Leader on lap 5.
So it's Craig in the lead for Martin, 1.7 ahead. Then it's Tom Cockrell in third. He is 2.7 behind Lee. Tommy Hall fourth, 1 second behind Cockrell. Then it's Story, Crompton, Collinson, Boots, Nunn, and Yardy. Here comes our leaders, has clearly broken away from the field. Tom Cockrell in third, in a lonely third. Two minutes 20 left. And it was 1.7 last time round. And it's just over 2 seconds now, but a big roll for Neil Craig, and Lee Martin takes up the lead. No champions roll for Craig that time round. So our leaders are together over the big tabletop. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Down the main straight they go. Into the bottom corner. Craig just dancing with the pipe. They are separated by 0.6 of a second in and out of the bomb hole. It is now Craig's turn to try to hunt down the lead of this race, which is Lee Martin. Over the big tabletop they go. And Craig made another mistake just after the big tabletop. So with 1 minute 20 left, Craig has a bunch of work to do. Tom Cockrell still in a lonely third. Tommy Hall fourth, Crompton in fifth. 1.2 between Lee Martin and Neil Craig. Martin over the big jump. Craig looking just a little bit closer, but is he pushing too hard to try to get there at risk of mistake?
After 4 minutes, 2.
Or will he keep it all under
3,
control?
7.
Oh, making
5,
a mistake coming
9,
towards me.
10. 4.
Separated by
8,
2.2
6,
now.
Leader on lap 10.
So Craig has the pace. 45 seconds left. It is Lee Martin in control. Tom Cockrell still third. Then it's Hall, Crompton, Story, Collinson, Yardy, Boots, none. 35 seconds left. And it's just 1.2 between them. Should be this lap and one more. Craig is on the charge. Over the big jump they go. Onto the far side of the track. Heading into the off-camber now. And down the main straight. 10 seconds left. They're starting their last lap now. And they are together. Martin backing them up just a bit into the corner as they went over the loop. Through the chicane now. Hanging on left. Heading towards themselves. Oh, look up the inside. Give it a little bit of nudge. Craig off to the wide, to the right. Oh, they cried again. And Lee Martin comes out in the lead. You think these guys aren't going for it? You are wrong. Coming around, take the win in A-Main number 1. Unofficial, of course, is Lee Martin. Neil Craig finishes second, Cockrell third.
Air final two-wheel drive, leg 2.
A-Main number 2 underway. Nice start at the front. Boy, that's what you call a start. Not like that other one. Trouble for Collinson in the bomb hole. And just like leg number 1, Craig trying to make a quick escape. Put some daylight between himself and Lee Martin. So it's Craig in the lead. Lee Martin, Tom Cockrell, and Tom Yardy. Then a bit of a gap, looking like Dominic Nunn coming through in 5th. Boots is 6th, Collinson, Story, Hall, Crompton. Far side of the track now. Last time around, there was just 1 second between Craig and Martin, looking much closer now. Coming around across the line, top 4 have made a bit of a gap back to Nunn in 5th. Nunn full of the pressure of Boots, who's just gone up the inside, but fair play for Boots for waiting. 0.75 between Craig and Martin to the far side of the track now, coming to the off-camber corner and the bank corner down the main straight, 3:45 to go. Cockrell still hanging on in third there, as is Yardy in 4th, not too far behind. And it's 1 second again between Craig and Lee Martin. 23.38 hot laps for Craig, 23.66 for Martin, 24.3 for Cockrell and Yardy. Into the main straight they go. Martin looking a little bit closer than 1 second, 3:15 on the clock, make that 0.85, heading for the chicane now. Hanging on left, coming back towards the small tabletop, and up over the big tabletop now with just over 3 minutes to go. Around the wall they go. Bank corner and down the main straight, and Craig has stretched it just a bit.
Race order after 2 minutes.
A bit of time check as they cross the line now.
2, 3,
The gap between Craig and Martin is 1.3 seconds with 2 minutes 45 seconds left. Cockrell third, Yardy, Boots, Collinson, Story, Nunn, Hall, Crompton. Down the main straight for Craig. Looking about the same sort of gap as last time round. We are halfway through the second final of the day. 1.36 between them now. So Craig is just a little bit quicker last time round. Over the big jump they go. Far side of the track. And Craig bouncing off the big concrete on the corner, but didn't cost him too much time. Let's have a look. 1.05 between them now with 2 minutes left. And Martin over in the bomb hole. That's going to completely release Craig. And the front end just bounces off the wall. That was a great save by Neil Craig over there on the far side of the track. 1 minute 45 left. And now it is Martin with a mirror full of cockerel. So 3.8 second lead for Craig over Martin. And now Lee Martin in a race with Cockrell. Let's see if Cockrell can hang with him as they're coming off the far side of the track and down the main straight. Craig has gone through, 1 minute 20 left. 3.8 second lead last time round. Still 3.8 second lead, so their lap times are nearly the same. In fact, Cockrell's was just 0.2 of a second off of Lee Martin. You can see on the track how close they are. But Tom Yardy hanging on there in fourth. Boots 5, then it's Collinson, Hall, Nunn, Story, Crompton. 1 minute left. Craig crosses the line now. 3.8 last time around. Make that 4.0 now. So Martin's probably just doing what he needs to do to stay in front of Cockrell and get a 2 on the board rather than risk making a mistake and finishing further down the list. 35 seconds left. Here's our leader, crossing the line now. There'll be a bit of traffic for him, but they'll know what to do. 4 seconds last time round, 3.9, so the gap is remaining fairly constant. Lee Martin has opened up a bit of a gap on Cockrell, who has a bit of a gap on Yardy. 15 seconds left now. Our leader's at the end of the main straight, hanging on left, and starting his last lap now with just 10 seconds on the clock. Neil Craig in a comfortable position now to take it to a third and deciding leg. Over the big jump for Neil. Around the wall he goes. Off camber, off the bank, down the main straight, into the bottom corner. Hanging on left, 1 corner to go. Taking aim main, number 2 is Neil Craig. Lee Martin's going to come around in second.
Here final, 2-wheel drive, leg 3.
Final leg underway. Good start for Craig and Martin at the front. Cockrell hanging on in third. And that is indeed Tommy Hall up to fourth from 7th on the grid. Into the bomb hole they go. Same as the first 2 legs. Craig seems to make a little bit of a break early on. Around the wall. Down the main straight. So it's Craig and Martin with a tumble here right at Kevley's feet. So quickly Marshall, but he's going to lose a little bit of time. So 1.7 now between Craig and Martin. Cockrell in third, then it's Nunn, Hall, Boots, Story, Collinson, Yardy, Crompton. 3 minutes 45 seconds left. 1.7 last time round. Neil in the driving seat here. Martin has to push on. A 2-second lead now for Craig over Martin. Cockrell still there in third. Then it's Nunn and Hall. And a mistake over. We're out of my line of sight. A little bit of coming together. And Lee Martin comes down the main straight in the lead. Now it's all up to Craig to chase on. Cockrell's sitting there waiting, hoping to pick up a piece. Into the bomb hole they go. Another little mistake for Craig in the bomb hole. It's going to let a little bit of a gap for Lee Martin. Just over 3 minutes left. Over the big jump they go. Around the wall for Martin, Craig, Cockrell. Onto the main straight now for Lee Martin. Neil Craig trying to close that gap down.
2, 1, 3,
Crossing the line
6,
down.
7, 8, 10.
Into the bomb hole they go.
5.
Separated by 0.6 of a second last time round. Cockrell hanging right there with Martin and Craig over the big jump and around the wall. 2 minutes 40 on the clock. Down the main straight. As I said, 0.6 of a second lead last time round. Looking closer now. Make that 0.3 of a second. Little bit sideways coming out of the bomb hole. Good correction by Lee Martin. Over the big tabletop they go. Cockrell still hanging with these guys at the front. Making a three-way battle for the third, taking the win in the third leg. As they cross the line, Craig bounced off the pipe. Got away with that one. Separated now by 0.48 of a second with 2 minutes left. And Tom Cockrell just 1.4 behind our leader when they cross the line. Off camber corner now. Martin, Craig together at the end of the straight. Now a little bit of daylight to Cockrell in third, but he's still hanging in there. Just 0.17 of a second between Lee Martin and Neil Craig. Stretching away from Cockrell now, over the small tabletop. And the big one, 1 minute 30 left. Around the wall they go. Onto the main straight. Into the bottom corner. Crossing the line with 1 minute 15 on the clock. Out of the bomb hole they go. Around the chicane, coming towards themselves. And Martin and Craig now on the main straight one more time. 1 minute left. Oh, a little bit of a bobble. Fair driving between these two top drivers.
7, 5.
Out of the bomb hole they go.
6, 9, 8.
45 seconds on the clock. And a little bit of a gap now. Oh, and Martin bouncing off the curb. Craig coming out a bit slow, so a good gap now, I would say, with 35 seconds on the clock. 2 laps to go. And the gap is 1.35 seconds. Around the chicane they go. Tom Cockrell still in third, 3.8 behind our leader. Then it's Hall, Crompton, Collinson, Yardy, Nunn, Story, Boots. So down the main straight for the penultimate time. Into the bottom corner. 1.35 between them last time round. Craggy has to chuck it all at it now. All these 3 drivers are through. Everyone else will be finishing when they cross the line. 0.8 between Martin and Craig. Buster has gone. Over the big jump they go. Around the wall. Off camber corner now. Bank corners firing it down the main straight into the bottom corner. 2 corners to go for Lee Martin to take the first national of the year. And Lee Martin's gonna take the win.
B final, 2-wheel drive.
B final underway. Greg Williams with a good start from pole position. And into the bomb hole. Through the chicane they go. And over the big tabletop. Around the wall for Williams with Jamie Hall right with him. Kev Lee's third. Ellis Stafford fourth. Oh, trouble for Jamie coming towards the line. Ends up upside down. Only going to lose 2 places. Could have been worse. So it's Williams, Lee, Stafford, Hall, Jemison, Thorne, Cocker, Sneed, Pugh, Holdsworth. Well, it was at least that way when they crossed the line. Just over 4 minutes left. It's Greg Williams in the lead. Followed by Kev Lee. Out of the bomb hole they go. Stafford in third. And it looks like it's Jemison up to 4th now. Jamie Hall 5th. Oh, they're all crashing behind Williams. So Williams with a nice lead now, but the order is going to change a bit. Kev Lee's still second, but it is Ben Jemison up to 3rd now. 3.4 second lead for Williams over Kev Lee. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. Your leader's at the end of the straight. Here comes Kev Lee at the end of the straight. 3 minutes left. Running order: Williams, Lee, Jemison, Hall, Thorne, Pugh, Holdsworth, Cocker, Stafford, Sneed. And over the length of the straight lead for Greg Williams over Kevin Lee. And then it's Jemison and Jamie Hall having a good battle as they cross the line now. 2 minutes 40 left. So a 3.35 second lead for Williams over Lee. 2.5 minutes to go. Our leaders crossing the line now. Here comes Kev Lee. Jemison still third. Hall fourth. Richie Thorne in fifth, followed by Ben Pugh. And then it's Holdsworth, and it looks like that is Cocker who's over, I think. Being told it's Holdsworth. Yeah. Had to guess at something. 2 minutes left, drivers. The lead now is 2.8 seconds. Jemison still third. Not too far behind him is Jamie Hall in fourth. And then Ben Pugh's right there in fifth, with Richie Thorne not that far behind. So here's our leader crossing the line, 1 minute 30 left. A 2 second lead now, so a good lap for Kev and a little bit slower lap for Williams. Williams bouncing off the curb there. Kev Lee's going to be a bit closer next time around. On the main straight for our leader, 1 minute 15 on the clock. A 2 second lead last time around. Let's check it now. 1.5. So half a second quicker was Kev Lee. 1 minute left. Around the wall they go. Kev Lee's pushing on. On to the main straight they go. Kev Lee's giving it all he can. Close down on Williams. 1.5 last time round. 1.4 now, so a little bit closer. 38 seconds on the clock. This lap and one more. Over the tabletop they go. Around the wall. Off camber, bank corner, main straight. Into the bottom corner to go. Starting your last lap now. Oh, Kev Lee was closer, but having a roll is going to see him drop back to 1.6 behind now as they're on their final lap. Down the main straight for the final time. Into the bottom corner they go. Williams has led from start to finish and takes the win. Jemison's going to finish third, Hall fourth.
7 finished, 9 finished.
Pugh and Thorne. Holdsworth. Cocker.
C final, 2-wheel drive.
C final underway. Gary with a good start. Gary leading down the straight. Jack Neal is second. And I'm going to wait for him to cross the line. Is Josh Holdsworth in third. Barton fourth. Moon fifth. Then it's Palan, Slade, O'Brien, Honeywell, and Hall. 4 minutes 15 left. Okay, clear. Well done, Christian Neal. Sacrifice for the line.
Yeah. David, did you get it? Yeah, David got it.
Wow.
Okay, car. I need to say the stop go penalty at the end of this lap for a corner cut.
Galley Honeywell roll play. 3 minutes 20 left. Here comes Holdsworth across the line. He has increased his lead. It is now up to 4 seconds. So a battle for second between Callan, Neal, O'Brien, and Barton.
Race order after 2 minutes. 5, 8, 2, 10, 3, 6, 9.
Callan and Neal have a good battle into the bomb hole. 4.3 second lead for Holdsworth over Callan, who's battling with Jack Neal. Neal up the inside. Callan had a bit wide after the first tabletop, and Neal chucking it in the gap. And now it's going to be Callan have to battle with Alan O'Brien for the third spot. 2:15 on the clock. Our leader coming onto the main straight now. 2 minutes left. Here he comes around, cross the line, 4.3 second lead last time around. Looks a bit less this time round. Make that 3 second lead now for Holdsworth, who had a bit slower lap last time round. 1 minute 45 to go. Our leader over the big tabletop now, around the wall. Neal second, Callan third. O'Brien still in fourth, but a pretty equal gap between second, third, and fourth. Galley's up to fifth, and it's Moon, Barton, Slade, Rawls, and bad luck for Mr. Helliwell. 1 minute 25 left. Our leader over the big tabletop. One minute 10 left. Here's our leader crossing the line now. The lead is 2.9 seconds between Holdsworth and Neal. Callan third, O'Brien fourth, Galley in fifth. Then it's Moon Barton, Moon Slade Barton,
3, 7, 4, 9. Leader on lap 10.
45 seconds to go. Into the bottom hole for our leader. 3 second lead last time round. Lead at 3.7 second lead, and it's going to be even more now. Crash in the bottom hole. So it's 30 seconds left. Josh Holdsworth in control of this one. Comes down the main straight, and I'm going to guess about a 5 second lead as you're starting your last lap now, Josh. Here comes Callan in second. 4.87 behind, so that's a pretty good guess. Time is up, you're racing to the line.
7 finished. 4 finished.
Coming around to take the win
5 finished.
is Josh Holdsworth.
8 finished. 2 finished.
D final two-wheel drive.
B final underway, Bookshelf leading us off. Into the bomb hole. The brightest car on the track. Oh dear, time for that. Well, maybe later. Give us a minute. Down the main straight. William Venables, that's his real name, crossing the line now, followed by Mark Smith. Matthew Thompson from 8th up to 3rd, and Carl Marston into 4th, into 3rd now. So Matt Thompson making a great start, going to put Bookshelf under some pressure down the main straight. It's the battle of the yellow wheels, crossing the line now. Heading for the bottom hole they go. Separated by just 0.18 of a second. House in 3rd, Patterson 4th, then it's Neal, Marston, Carey, Smith, Brown, or Bell. 3:45 left. Around the wall they go. And down the main straight. And Venables trying to gap Thompson. Thompson hanging right on in there, 0.6 between them. Howsam still in third. Coming back on themselves now is our leaders over the small tabletop and the big one now. Howsam third. He is 3 seconds behind this battle for the lead between Venables and Thompson. Trouble for Venables coming on to the main straight.
On the straight.
Oh,
Clear.
dear.
Finish.
Oh, bookshelf. What happened? Three minutes left.
Race order after 2 minutes. 9, 8, 5, 2, 1, 6, 4, 3, 7, 10. Leader on lap 5.
2 minutes 45 left. Howsam in the lead, followed by Thompson. Then it's Patterson, Carey, Neal, Venables, Marsden, Brown, Smith, Orbell. Marsden having a champion's tumble over the small tabletop. The battle for the lead at the end of the main straight. 2 minutes 20 on the clock. Here comes Joe Howsam. There goes Thompson. Into the bomb hole they go. Patterson in third. Ed Carey fourth. Tristan Neal in fifth. And then it's Bookshelf trying to catch up to this battle, followed by Marsden. Smith, Brown, Orbell. Howsam down the main straight. Crossing the line, 1 minute 55 to go. Separated by just 0.7 of a second is Howsam and Thompson. One minute 35 to go. Oh, in trouble for Thompson. He's going to leave Howsam in the lead all by his lonesome. Into the bomb hole he goes. Separated by 3.3. Yeah, easy for you not to say. One minute 15 to go. Howsam, Thompson, Neal, Carey, Venables, Marsden, Patterson, Orbell, Smith, Brown. Battle for second, crossing the line. Thompson and Neal,
9, 8,
separated by 0.7 of a second. Howsam is checked out. He's on the main straight now as second and third go over the big jump. And trouble, oh, and Tristo had the opportunity, unsighted, I believe. "35 seconds to go. "25 seconds left. Howsam has a 6-second lead. "15 seconds left. Howsam starting his last lap now. Here comes the battle for second between Thompson and Tristan Neal, followed by Ed Carey. You guys are starting your last lap now. Tristan looking to make a pass on Thompson. Carey's there to pick up the pieces. Over the big tabletop they go. Trish up the inside. Couldn't get traction to get the jump right. Quarter of the track left. Down the main straight. Let's see what Trish has pony-wise. Closing up in on him. Give him a little nudge. Looking up the inside. Thompson slammed the door. Trish pummeling him. Carey comes through in second.
8 finished. 2 finished.
E final, two-wheel drive.
E final, Laura Hickling with a good start. Daniel Austin second, Poulter in third. Over the big jump for the first time. And down the main straight, Laura opening up a bit of a gap over Austin, who has Poulter right with him. And then it's the 5-car, James Chappell in fourth. Haywood fifth, Peters, Adamson, Jones, Ralph Todd. So 0.9 of a second lead last time round for Hicklin over Austin. Austin still is second. Poulter's had some trouble, so he's dropped down a bit. And then a bit more, and all the way back to last. Oh dear. 4 minutes left. 1.9 second lead for Laura Hickling over Daniel Austin. Then it's Chappell, Haywood, Peters, Jones, Ralph, Dodd, Adamson, Poulter. And Haywood is off. And Haywood's going to go all the way down to 10th. It's Laura Hickling in control here. Nice little race between Austin and Chappell in second with 3.5 minutes to go. But Laura with a 1.8 second lead. And that battle for second has just disappeared as trouble for Chappell. Jones is up to 4th. Ralph is 5th. Then it's Don, Adamson, Poulter, Peters, Haywood. 3:15 to go. And a long, well, I was going to say a long lap for Laura, but not really. It's just Austin a bit closer now. They're separated by just 1.14 seconds as they're on the off-camber corner now and down the main straight. 2 minutes 50 left.
10-9, leader on lap 5.
Chappell still in third, bit of a lonely third. 4th is Jones. And trouble for our leader, but managed to crash and land back on the wheels. So Austin a bit closer now. Laura has shown good pace, 2:20 to go. Separated by 1.1 now. Over the small tabletop and the big tabletop. And Austin is over. Wow, good marshalling. 2 minutes left. So the lead for Hickling now is 4.5 seconds over Austin, who's having a good race now again with James Chappell. Kit Jones still 4th, Matt Dodd 5th, then it's Poulter, Ralph, Adamson, Peters, Haywood. And Haywood, oh dear, what happened there? 1 minute 25 left. Our leader's over the big tabletop now. And then Austin and Chappell over the big tabletop. 1 minute 10 left. Our leaders at the end of the main straight. Second and third now at the end of the main straight. 1 minute left.
Race order after 4 minutes. 1, 2, 5, 8, 6, 3, 7, 10, 9.
Laura Hickling in the lead at the end of the main straight. 45 seconds on the clock. Here she comes, cross the line now. Austin still second, Chappell 3rd, Dodd 4th, Poulter running 5th, Ralph 6th, Adamson 7th, Jones 8th, Peters 9th, Haywood 10th. "20 seconds left, drivers. Coming at the end of the main straight now to start her last lap is our leader. 15 seconds on the clock as Laura crosses the line. Austin and Chappell still battling for second into the bomb hole. One last lap for those drivers as well. And it looks like most of these drivers are going to make it through. But you're finishing when you cross the line now. Coming around to take the win in the E-final is Laura Hickling. Oh, and Chappell went for a move, didn't quite get it done. So Austin's going to be second, Chappell.
F final, 2-wheel drive.
Don't crash, yes.
F final underway. William Clan getting away from the pole. Going to lead us around. Up over the big jump for the first time. Around the wall. Coming off the hill and down the main straight. So it's Callan from Little and Craig. These three drivers separated by just 1.6 seconds. Then it's McGow, Chapel, Wesson, Gasson, Delves, McLean even, Carter. Our leaders down the main straight. And something's happened to Peter Craig. He's dropped back just a bit. So it's Callan and Little separated by just over half a second. McGow third, Chapel fourth, Gasson fifth. Craig really has dropped down. Delp sixth, Craig seventh, McLean eighth, Wesson ninth, and Carter in 10th. For the battle for the lead at the end of the straight with 3 minutes 40 seconds left. Crossing the line now. Separated by 0.44 of a second. Heading for the chicane now. And up over the big tabletop and heading for the wall. 3:20 left. Down the main straight. Callan and Little into the bottom corner. And a mistake for Callan, bouncing off the pipe. And Little went for a move, but there wasn't enough room to get through. And they're separated by 0.3 as they cross the line with 3 minutes left. Yasser McGow in third is 3.6 behind the leader.
1, 2, 4, 7,
On the main straight one more time.
5, 10, 8.
Little's car is fast, had to check up. And now there's a bit of a collision and they have to wait. And who's going to take the lead? But Yasser McGow coming around. So that's the dangers of going for a little bit of an aggressive move. Did the right thing and waited, but it's cost them both the lead. And now they have to fight a three-way battle. So coming off the bank now, Yassir's in the lead. Tyler is second. William is third now. 2 minutes and 10 on the clock. All three separated by just 1.3 seconds. Peter Craig up to fourth now after earlier dropping way down the order. Around the wall they go. Onto the main straight. And Yassir's car is super fast. But power is nothing without control. 1 minute 40 left. Over the big jump they go. And Little went for a jumping overtake. Looked like he almost got it done, but not quite. All three are together now, crossing the line. Oh, trouble for Callan going around the wall here. One minute 15 to go. Coming on the main straight now. And Yassir looks like he's in the lead now. Oh no, it's Tyler Little, I beg your pardon. Tyler Little in the lead. Yassir second. And Callan in third. Peter Craig is fourth. And it's Wesson, Gasson, McLean, Chapel, well, Delves, Carter, Chapel. 40 seconds left. And Yassir making a mistake going on the wall. So here's our leader, Tyler Little, crossing the line. 2 more laps, this lap and 1 more. William Callan is second. Yassir down to third. Now he's very close with Peter Craig on the track. Not too far back to Weston. Our leaders around the wall now. Off camber corner. And down the main straight. And he's over. There's a bit of a collision between them. And all three are going to be together again. But it is going to be William Callan, our pole starter, leading the last lap as they come out the hole with a wing mirror full of Yassir. You're finishing when you cross the line. Up over the big jump they go. Around the wall. Looks like he bounced off something big down there. Down the main straight. Around the bottom corner he goes, and you see her chucking it off, may lose second. Good marshalling over there. And it's William Paland who's going to take the win.
7 finished. 3 finished.
G final, two-wheel drive.
G final underway. Adoka on pole, making a good start. And Adoka out front. Martin Owen is second. Can't say who's in third. I didn't see if there was a pass or not. Don't know those colors. So until they cross the line again, my computer will not come to life. But a bit of trouble for whoever was in third. And it's Adoka in the lead, followed by Owen, Brett Birch, Callum, Jody Howard, Armitage, Will Johnson, James Dixon, Joe Cockill, and Jonathan Wolf. And we've had a change for the lead. Or have we? We have indeed. It is Brett Birch coming around in the lead. Adoka had some trouble coming on the straight. Didn't quite see what it was. So it's Brett Birch in the lead, followed by Martin Owen. They're separated by just 0.7 of a second.
As soon as I see the number of that car.
It's Adoka in third. Jody Howard in fourth. It's Callum, Armitage, Johnson, Cockill, Dixon, Wolf. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left. Birch is crossing the line now. Here comes Owen. Here comes Adoka. And then comes Armitage now in fourth. Howard down to fifth. No, Howard's gone down even further. Callum's fifth. Johnson sixth. Dixon, Wolf. There's Howard in ninth. And Joe Cockill. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Here's our leader down the main straight. Last time round had a 1.7 second lead over Owen. Looks like it's a little bit more now. Well, in fact, it's a little bit less, 1.69. 3 minutes left.
Race order after 2 minutes.
Oh, the big jump they go.
7, 2, 1, 3, 5, 9.
And off the bank corner for Birch. Down the main straight. Owen in second, pushing on, trying to close in on him, but Birch is quick around here. 2:40 on the clock as they cross the line. 1.7 last time round. Make that 1.35 now. So Owen closed up just a bit. Adoka's 3.2 behind our leaders, and it's a bit of a jump back to Armitage fourth, Dixon fifth. Then it's a recovering Howard, then Johnson, Ackroyd, Wolf, Cockill. 2:20 on the clock. So it's 1.35 between these two drivers crossing the line now. Last time round. Let's see if Martin's closed in at all. He has indeed. 1.15 now between Birch and Owen with just over 2 minutes on the clock. Over the big tabletop they go. Around the wall. Off cambered corner now and down the main straight for Birch. Here comes Owen. Looks like Birch has had a better lap that time round, because the lead has increased to 1.95 seconds. Here comes Adoka in third. He is 7 seconds behind our leader now. So indeed, Birch went 3/4 of a second quicker last time round than Owen. And Birch now finding his pace, and he has stretched the lead to nearly the length of the straight. 1:25 on the clock. Heading for the bomb hole they go. The new gap between Birch and Owen is 2.6. With Birch doing another 25.8 second lap. Around the wall for our leader. 1:10 on the clock. On the main straight now. Adoka was running in third. But I've seen Elliott throwing his hands up, so maybe Adoka had trouble. No, Adoka's still in third.
7, 2, 1,
Elliott
3,
just
8,
encouraging
10,
him in
9,
such a way.
5, 6, 4. Leader
Armitage
on lap
fourth.
9.
Howard fifth, then it's Dixon, Johnson, Ackroyd, Wolf, Cockill. 40 seconds left. Here's our leader crossing the line now. Has established complete dominance of this race. Here's Owen across the line, nearly 5 seconds behind. our leader. Here comes the Doka. He is 9 seconds behind our leader. Then it's Armitage and Howard with 18 seconds on the clock. I think Brett Birch is going to get through for a victory lap. Definitely Birch is going to get through. Whether Owen will or not, with 7 seconds on the clock, as he had just gone through the bottom corner. But Owen's going to make it through as well. Everyone else is finishing as they cross the line, or should be.
1 finished, 3
And
finished.
indeed they are. So Birch,
8
over the
finished.
big tabletop, Birch.
H final, two-wheel drive.
H final underway. Liam Toole with a good start. I think Rammer's been in action towards the middle of the pack. Thank you. More money going in the pot. That's what we like to see. And again, my computer doesn't come to life until they cross the line again. And it is Toole in the lead, followed by Chris Green in and out the bomb hole. And Jimmy Whitehall running third. Abe Lyons, Luke Mills, Nick Carroll, Natalie Evans. Where is he? James Evans, Dodge Book. Oh, Rammer Grinnell in last. You know what I mean. And we have a new leader. It is Chris Green in the lead. Followed by Toole, Whitehall, Mills, Lyons, Caro, Williams, well, trouble in the middle, Evans, Buck, Gurnell. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Chris Green's our leader. Oh, making a mistake in the off camber. Is going to lose 2, maybe make that 3 places. So it's going to be the number 1 car of Liam Toole in the lead, followed by Jimmy Whitehall. And, oh dear, I can't keep it straight what's going on out there. Well, yeah, Rammer is live. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. I am disappointed in Rammer, I gotta say. Come on, Gurnell. Here's our leader at the end of the main straight. Last time around, 1.1 between Toole and Whitehall. Crossing the line now, make that 1.3 seconds. So Liam Toole having a better lap than Jimmy Whitehall last time around, but Toole's over in the middle. A dancing Springer out there. Good job, Alec. Didn't know you could move that good.
9, 10.
At least you didn't fall out of it like Wyman. Yeah. 2 minutes 45 to go. Here comes our new leader, Jimmy Whitehall, crossing the line now. Rammer's not last, I'm being told. A 3-second lead for Whitehall over Toole. Oh, but Toole's over in the bomb hole. So Chris Green is back up to second now, and there's a whole gaggle of cars. Make that 9 of them, separated by about 5 seconds. And Rammer's at the back again. Come on, Rammer. And here's our leader. Has he rammed somebody? Of course he has. That's what he does. Just over 2 minutes left. And Jimmy Whitehall out in front. You checked out, you're gone. Nearly a 6-second lead for Jimmy. It is Chris Green second, closely followed by Caro and Mills. And then Toole, Williams. And then there's a bit of a gap, I think. It's hard to tell with so many cars so close together. Well, here they come across the line. So that's Green, Caro, Mills, Toole, Williams. Oh, Rammer. You gave yourself the smackdown. And worse than that, you made Freddie Russell get up. You're going to owe him 1 for that. 1 minute, 20 seconds left. Here's our second place driver now with a bit of clear air. Jimmy Whitehall out in front. His lead is 6 seconds over Chris Green. Then Luke Mills is third, Toole fourth, Lyons is fifth, just over 1 minute to go. Although that was Jimmy Whitehall on his roof, he had plenty in his pocket.
2, 9.
We'll give you a time check on that. 50 seconds to go. So the gap between Whitehall and Green is 3.2 seconds now, with 40 seconds to go. Over the big jump for Whitehall. Here comes Green. Luke Mills in third. Okay, I'm being told, Jimmy Whitehall, your fastest lap is definitely slow. 26:09, I'm being told by Mr. Adoka, is not acceptable. 15 seconds to go, so Whitehall, who's going to win, but with a slow lap, coming off the main corner now and down the main straight. 2 corners to go. You might get through, you might get through. No. Wait, no. Jimmy Whitehall.
I final 2-wheel drive.
I final underway. And our leader stacking it on the first corner. And that looks like the M25 on a Friday night. Dude. It is Lee Romang in the lead, avoiding the carnage of the first corner. Oh, and Romang stacking it, coming onto the straight, had a champion's roll, landing on his wheels, and and somehow Lee Romang comes around in the lead. Charlie Saunders second, then is Preddy, Edwards, Williamson, Springer, Reese, Russell, Klein, Lyons. Oh. Back down. Okay, let's watch this battle for the lead. At least they're not crashing every two seconds. It's Romang and Charlie Sanders. In and out of the bomb hole they go. Lewis Williamson is third. Our leaders are separated by just 0.4 of a second. Over the big jump they go. 3:45 on the clock. And it's Williamson third, Springer fourth, Lyons in fifth. Then it's Klein, Russell, Edwards, Reese, Preddy. .320 left. Lee Romang and Charlie Saunders separated by just 0.3 of a second. And it is Charlie Saunders in the lead now, with Romang having trouble on the far side of the track. Just over 3 minutes to go, cross the line now. The gap between Saunders and Romang is 2.2 seconds. Here's Springer coming around in third. Edwards fourth. Williamson fifth. Lyons, Russell, Reese, Klein, Preddy.
Leader on lap 5.
2:41 left, and Saunders is over, giving the lead back to Romang. 2:35 left, over half race distance to go, so there's still time for more crashing. Over the big jump for Romang. Here comes Saunders. Springer in third, Lyons fourth, Reese fifth. Our leaders at the end of the straight. Two minutes left. 1.3 between Romang and Saunders. And they're together now as they come down the main straight into the bottom corner. Don't forget to pay your fees for electricity and camping. Myself included. I'm not paid yet. 1 minute 35 left. Just 0.28 of a second between Romang and Saunders. And Saunders chucking it all at the track. Somehow comes out of the lead. Caught Romang by surprise. Drag race down the main straight they go. Saunders in tight, Romang a bit wide. And I think he was told that was wrong. But up that one. Oh, what a move. 1 minute and 10 on the clock. Up the inside, Saunders tries, but Romang slams the door. Over the big tabletop they go. Romang in the lead. Saunders pushing hard. Give him a little nudge coming out. Who comes out in the lead? It is still Romang with Saunders cartwheeling up the hill in a champion's roll. Bottom corner they go. 51 seconds to go. This one is not over yet. Heading for the ball hall. Saunders jump in the corner. Referees will be looking at that one, but it is exciting. Lyons third, Springer fourth, Russell is fifth. Over the big tabletop they go, a bit squirrely going up the tabletop. Saunders looking for a way past, says ding dong, hello, I'm here. Saunders in the lead. In the bottom corner they go. They are starting the last lap now. Saunders taking the conventional line. Out of the bottom hole they go. Romang looking for a way past. Romang tumble, it's over. Computer says no. Hey, I'm cracking myself up. Coming around to take the win, give a big round of applause, Charlie Sanders. He is the Colonel.
J final, two-wheel drive.
J final underway. Jeremy Ketchell with a good start. And it's going to be Archie Bowman coming around in second. Through the chicane the first time. Going back on himself. Up over the big jump. Into the far side of the track. And trouble for Ketchell. Long way from the marshals to go. We're going to see him drop, it would look like 2 or 3 places. So it is Archie Bowman in the lead from Brandon Young, who started 8th on the grid.
No, Brandon.
And Grant Lyle, who started 10th.
Right, Jeremy.
4 minutes and 10 seconds left. There's Bowman, Young, Lyle, third, Wyman, Garrett, Miller, Simpson, Ketchell, and Wright. Here's Bowman across the line. Here comes Young. They are separated by 2 seconds. Then it's Graham Lyle. He is just under 3 seconds behind. Three minutes and 40 left. A 2-second lead last time round for Archie Bowman over Brandon Young. And trouble for Lyle in third at the end of the straight. Quickly Marshall though. 1.8 between Bowman and Young. Bowman over the big tabletop now to the far side of the track. Graham Lyle still in third, but he's 7.6 behind our leader. And Bowman making a mistake on the far side of the track. Going to let Brandon Young take up the lead now. So here's the 2 leaders, cross the line. A good gap over the third place driver, best part of 6 seconds. It was last time around. Make that 6.5 seconds now.
8, 3, 10,
Brandon Young in the lead, ahead of Bowman by 0.6. Lyle in third, 6.5 back. Then it's third, Garrett, Miller, Wright, Wyman, Ketchell, Simpson. Two and a half minutes to go. Our leaders on the center of the track. And Brandon Young in control now of Champion's Tumble for Bowman. Landed back on his wheels. And our leaders over coming onto the straight. Oh dear. So A for effort. And Bowman making a mistake. So our leaders are just about near each other again. They're separated by just 1 second with 2 minutes left. Over the big tabletop they go. And it's Graham Lyle now, not too far behind this battle for our lead, but Graham chucking it off the track. Okay, well done for waiting, and what a pass. Oh, up on 2 wheels. Oh, 1 minute 35 left, yeah. Let the referees deal with that. The top 3 separated by 2 seconds. That's Young, Bowman, and Lyle. Then it's Kerr, Miller, Garrett, Ketchell, Simpson, Wright, Wyman. 1 minute 25 left. Here's Brandon Young down the main straight. There's about an equal distance gap between Young, Bowman, and Lyle. 1 minute 15 as they cross the line now, heading for the bomb hole. In fact, it's 0.8 now between Young and Bowman. And Lyle is 2 seconds behind our leader. Over the big tabletop they go.
Race order
Off camera corner, down the main straight now.
3, 10,
55
9,
seconds left.
6, 5, 1, 2, 4, 7, leader on lap 9.
Still 0.6 between Young and Bowman. Center of the track, 40 seconds on the clock. Coming back on themselves now, up over the tabletop. Lyle still in a comfortable third. He has a some 8-second lead over Garrett in third. Our leaders down the main straight. On their first African until now crossing the line. 20 seconds on the clock. So you leaders are starting your last lap now. Out of the bomb hole they go. Through the chicane. And Bowman looking for an inside line. Couldn't quite get it. Avoiding a crashing car. Time is just about up. Everyone will be finishing when they cross the line. 2 more corners for Brandon Young to come around and take the win in the day final.
Kia final, 2-wheel drive.
K final underway. Our lead driver off a second. Made a little mistake. And I'll have to wait for them to cross the line again because the computer does not come to life. It is a 3-car in the lead, Derek Pollard, followed by Andrew Mountford, Paul Banks. Scott Farmington from 7th up to 4th, up to pole 5th. Steve Haskins in 6th. Payne is 7th, Crawford and Baldridge. Just about 1 minute gone, so 4 minutes to go. And it's Pollard versus Mountford. Into the ball hole they go. Separated by less than 1 second. And Paul Banks in third, 1.5 behind our leader. Oh, the trouble for Mountford. So he's going to drop down to about 5th, I think. And here's our leader, crossing the line, Pollard. Followed by Banks, Frollington, Cole, Mountford. Then it's Haskins, Payne, Crawford, Baldridge. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left. Our leader's down the main straight. And we have a new leader. It is Paul Banks in the lead now. Pollard in second, heading for the chicane on the center of the track. 3 minutes left.
2, 8,
Over the big tabletop they go.
10, 9,
Duncan Cole running in third. Mountford up to 4th now. Payne up to 5th. Haskins 6th. Collington 7th. Baldridge 8th. And Crawford in 9th. Good battle for the lead now as they cross the line. Banks, Pollard, and Cole separated by just 0.6 of a second, with Mountford running 4th now, 1.3 behind our leader. Over the big tabletop they go. Into the far side of the track. A little trouble for Banks through there, but he managed to get away with it. So down the main straight they go. Running a bit wide in the bottom corner. And it is Darren Pollard in the lead now.
Go on, Duncan.
Followed by Banks and Cole making a mistake in the bomb hole. Sorry for that. 2 minutes left. Our leaders off the bank corner, down the main straight, looking to make a bit of a gap. 3 car, Darren Pollard. Followed by the 5 car of Duncan Pole. So that was Paul Banks who crashed in the hole. One minute 30 left. Pollard, Pole, Mountford, Banks, Payne, Haskins, Collington, Baldwin, Crawford. And it's Pollard and Pole now. The only 2 battling for the lead at the moment. Into the bomb hole they go. Separated by just 0.6 of a second. Pollard in the lead. Pole in second. Coming back towards himself now. Over the tabletop. Into the far side of the track. They're both together as they head for the off-camber corner and the main corner now. Drag race.
2, 6, 4, 8, 9, 10, 7,
little tap from the pole. Into the bomb hole. And out, hanging left. Through the chicane. Oh, a bit of trouble out of my line of sight. And it is Duncan Pole who's going to come out in the lead. Down the main straight for our leader. Just 25 seconds left now. So you're starting your last lap now. And the lead is 3.1 seconds. Pole, Pollard, Banks, Payne, Haskins, Mountford, Baldridge, Collington, Crawford. And you're racing to the line. Your leader, Duncan Pole, down the main straight. Into the bottom corner. Come around to take the win in the K final.
5 finished. 3 finished.
Darren Pollard's going to be
6
second.
finished. 8
Paul Banks
finished.
third.
L final, 2-wheel drive.
L final underway. John Barnes let us off. The orange and white number 1. In and out of the bomb hole he goes. Bit scrappy at the back. Come on guys, work together now. Barnes still in the lead on the far side of the track. Off camber now. Down the main straight he goes. Into the bottom corner. My computer will come to life, this time across the line. So it's Barnes in the lead from Matthew Ward, separated by 1 point.
Okay, 2 and 6. Try and keep it a little bit cleaner than that.
Race order after 2 minutes. 3, 6, 2, 1, 10, 4, 7, 8, 5, 9. Leader on lap 5.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. We had a battery failure. 1 minute 45 left. Yeah, luckily it wasn't a LiPo fire. Mark Jones in the lead, followed by Matthew Ward. Then it's Windsor, James, Barnes, Skinner, Hadley, Tim, Paul, Miklos. Good job, Tom. So it is the 6th car. Mark Jones in the lead. See if I can find him on the track. Bright orange car crossing the line now. He has a 1.9 second lead over Matthew Ward. Just over 1 minute to go. John Barnes running third, but you are 8 seconds behind our leader.
6, 3, 1, 4, 2.
And here comes our leader, Mark Jones, crossing the line now.
5,
Heading for the home hole.
Leader on lap 9.
Okay,
And a 2.3 second lead for Jones over Ward now. 45 seconds left. John Barnes at third, Windsor fourth, Chris James fifth, Hadley, Skinner, Pohl, Timms, Miklos. 30 seconds left. Into your last 15 drivers. And Mark Jones in the 6th car, in control. Had nearly a 3-second lead last time round. Time is just about up. Crossing the line now to take the win in the